Alright, is this thing on? Okay, good. My name is Killian Stevens. I'm a mythologist, freelance, and I've got something I need to tell whoever finds this. I was exploring the woods in Warneveld, and I made this discovery. It's a tome of some sort. A tome that contains information about a god that no one has ever heard of before. They simply dub him the legendary being, Auton Orva. And apparently, legend has it that the moment he wakes up, all of reality ends. I'm not sure exactly what it entails, and I'm about to dig deeper into it. But I think you should know that this god might just be real.
Good morning. This is Jackson Blaze with NBC for News. We begin this morning with a headline that has received national attention. A mysterious, ancient-looking book was found in Maine last night. According to officials, the book contained information about a brand new mythology that revolves around a godlike entity known as the legendary being Auton Orva. What makes this concerning, however, is that the book states that when the legendary being awakens, all of reality will be destroyed. Some may have seen this type of story before in Lovecraft, but the latest reports state that Auton does have a physical form, and if awakened, he will slowly terrorize reality until there is no reality left. And if that's not bad enough, rumors speculate the legendary being actually exists in this world. I personally don't believe in supernatural stuff like this, but I can't ignore the fact that a book was found in the Maine woods of all places. I hope this legendary being stays a fairy tale.
The following message has been transmitted at the request of the Manhattan Police Department. A dangerous situation is unfolding at the Manhattan Bridge. Multiple reports have come in stating that two large, humanoid-like creatures have appeared and have begun attacking anyone trying to cross the bridge. The first creature is described to be approximately 20 feet tall, with purplish-black skin, long claws and antlers on its head. The second creature is described to be approximately 20 feet tall, red skin, long, sharp claws, yellow eyes, sharp teeth, and has a horn on each side of its head. Both creatures have proven capable of supernatural strength, as they have been seen ripping cars in half with their hands and are considered extremely dangerous. Police are asking everyone in a 5-mile radius of the Manhattan Bridge to lock all of their doors and windows and to not investigate any noises they hear. If you see these creatures, call 911 immediately. Stay tuned for further updates regarding the situation.
All right, looks like my flight is getting ready. I better go in and get through and, what in the actual hell is that?
I am Varkov. I have come as a herald of your potential destruction. This reality is riddled with suffering, pain, trauma, and hardship, and thus attracting the one known as Auton Orva. He is coming. Soon he will materialize onto this plane while still in the midst of his slumber. And when this trauma becomes unbearable in this world, he will awaken and he will destroy all of reality.
Good afternoon. This is Jacob Barros with WABI 5. We currently have a developing story in the New England area, where what can only be described as a series of supernatural occurrences have occurred. Firstly, New York has been terrorized by two giant monsters for the past hour or so. Recent reports from New York indicate that the creatures are mindlessly roaming the streets of Manhattan. And just 15 minutes ago, a large dragon-like creature appeared at the Bangor International Airport, causing visual distortions in the area. The scariest part of this is that the creature spoke. Eyewitnesses claimed the creature said that Auton Orva, the alleged deity whose mythology was recently discovered, is going to appear while still sleeping. For those unaware, Auton Orva, also known as the legendary being, is a godlike entity that will slowly end reality once awakened. Whether this is meant to test humanity remains unclear, but all we know is that—
Jacob, you gotta look out your window. It's him. He just poofed into existence. He's floating in the sky.
What are you talking about? Who's floating? Wait, whoa, holy shit, he's not a fairy tale. Everybody stay alert. Auton Orve is real. He just appeared in the main sky. Get a reporter out there now. Now.
National Information Center Statement. The following message has been transmitted at the request of the United States government, the Department of Homeland Security and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. A situation that may affect our planet is unfolding. Around 5 minutes ago, the entity known as the legendary being, Auton Orva, was confirmed to have appeared in the skies of Bangor, Maine. The legendary being is described to be in a sleeping state. However, he was seen slowly hovering south from Bangor for an unknown reason. The legendary being is described to be human in shape and appearance, approximately 9 feet 10 inches tall, extremely muscular build, with black hair, black beard, wearing a black trench coat, black shirt, black dress pants, black shoes and black gloves. Officials confirm that if the legendary being awakens, then he will commence a reality-ending rampage. It has also been confirmed that the legendary being awakens if the suffering of all humans reaches a breaking point. Because of this, all citizens of the United States are urged to avoid criminal activities, avoid confrontation, be kind to each other and prevent any other possible trauma-inducing events if possible. The United States government thanks you for listening to this message. Regular programming may resume.
Hello, this is Killian Stevens, a freelance mythologist originating from Maine, and this is my second audio recording that concerns the legendary being Auton Orva. He is real, and he is here. The legendary being Auton Orva was just seen appearing in the skies of Bangor, Maine. And the interesting part, it appears he's hovering towards Waterville, the area where I found the tomb in the first place. Now, the concerning part is the fact that Auton will awaken once humanity's combined suffering or whatever that's supposed to mean, reaches a breaking point. And when that happens, well, all of reality will be destroyed and terrorized. Now, I hate to not sugarcoat anything, but with the amount of violence that's been going on within the recent years, well, I don't think it's a matter of if, I think it's a matter of when.
Man, this sure is some nice weather we're having. I wonder if we could find someone to play with around here.
Let's go find that quiet fella. Today's the day where he realizes he needs to come out of his shell. Now go and wait, what the? Oh my god, it's a giant worm monster. He's gonna eat us all.
Oh damn, this is bad. Run.
An immediate evacuation order has been issued for residents living within a 30-mile radius of Poland Park. The following message has been transmitted at the request of the Raleigh Police Department in conjunction with the Wake County Emergency Management. Reports of a massive worm-like creature emerging from the ground in Poland Park have been received. The creature has already caused massive structural damage and is putting civilians in danger as it digs into the ground, causing constant tremors as it moves underground, and causing heavy debris to fly out as it emerges. Police and eyewitnesses describe the creature to be approximately 100 feet long with rows of sharp teeth in its mouth. Due to the destructive nature of the worm and the danger it poses, residents within a 30-mile radius of Poland Park are being ordered to evacuate the area. Bring essential items with you such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a first aid kit, toiletries, a cell phone, a phone charger, important documents and cash. Take only one car per household. Do not pick up friends or family at schools, hospitals, or nursing homes as these facilities have their own evacuation plans. Tie a white towel on your mailbox or donut to notify authorities that you have evacuated. If you cannot evacuate due to medical reasons, tie a colored towel on your doorknob or mailbox or call 911 immediately. Repeating, a massive worm-like creature is terrorizing the area, making it unsafe to stay in the area. Stay tuned for further updates regarding this dangerous situation.
event type is civil. For the province of Nova Scotia, authorities in the area have reported that two large creatures, a blue serpentine-like creature with multiple legs and a creature resembling a purple crab, are roaming the streets and causing a public disturbance. The creatures have been seen destroying buildings and vehicles as well as harassing civilians. The serpentine creature is approximately 40 feet long, with a cobra-like frill on its neck, and the crab is approximately 10 feet tall with rough bumps across its shell. Residents are urged to seek shelter immediately as these creatures have proven to be vicious and unpredictable. If you see these creatures, call 911 immediately. Stay tuned for further updates regarding this situation.
This is an emergency advice. Authorities have confirmed the presence of three massive creatures roaming across Australia. The first creature is described to be a robot the size of a three-story building. The robot is humanoid in shape with an axe replacing its left arm. The second creature is described to be a huge hawk-like creature with a wingspan of 10 to 15 meters. And the third creature is a sea creature resembling an octopus with thorny tentacles and is described to be 3 times the size of a battleship. Each of the creatures have terrorized any civilian in sight and have caused untold amounts of property damage. Residents across Australia are urged to seek shelter in the nearest building to avoid being attacked by the creatures. If you see these creatures, call 000 immediately. Updates will be released as this situation develops.
All right, gentlemen, listen up. This is the exact spot where Killian found the tome. I am certain we'll find clues as to why these creatures are showing up. And more importantly, why Auton is here in the first place.
And what do you expect to find here, sir? You know what? Never mind. I'll look east for. Huh, is that a demon? Eyes look alive.
Good evening, gentlemen. I couldn't help but notice you're looking for anything you can't find about the one known as Anorda. Quite a bold move, all things considered.
And who might you be, big guy?
I am simply known as a Freddy, and I think there's a few things you should know. Not just about Adon, but about the other creatures roaming your regions. You see, the creatures present in this world, including myself, are here to ensure Adon doesn't awaken here by any means necessary, including eliminating humans who plan to inflict misery to other humans, as well as destroying structures that harbor suffering such as places where someone endured a tragic event. The mayhem is meant to ensure peace and happiness powers over suffering. We know humanity values this planet, even if that statement is debatable at times.
Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. You and the other monsters are here to prevent the legendary being's awakening. Well, how does destroying stuff and attacking people helping with that?
You do not understand the gravity of the matter at hand. Yes, the deeds done by the creatures are morally questionable. However, you obviously don't realize that there will literally be nothing left if the legendary being awakens. The only real way to ensure he doesn't awaken is if any newfound trauma is prevented and any current trauma that is present is healed to the point that it does not negatively affect anyone. So we must do what needs to be done. I assure you, Anorda is literally unbeatable. Not even humanity's combined arsenal of nukes and napalm can do anything. He will laugh it off. Speaking of which, it should be known now that Anon is set to land somewhere within a rural area of Maine. There, he will sleep in a standing position. This place he's landing at will be ground zero of the ultimate cataclysm if he does awaken. Do what you will, but know this. Anorda cannot be stopped if awakened. It will be an automatic game over.
Holy shit. If what Freddy is saying is true, then this whole situation is way worse than I thought. We may not be able to neutralize Auton, but we can still find out where he's landing. We don't have time to waste.
This is a CBS News special report. I'm Tabitha Krieger. There are two unprecedented events that have been occurring simultaneously across the planet for the past 9 hours. Firstly, creatures of various shapes and sizes have been spotted in many areas across the world, including the United States. These creatures have caused a significant amount of damage, not only to vehicles and structures, but human life as well. Secondly, a godlike entity known as Auton Orva is currently in the United States, specifically in the state of Maine. The most recent report indicates that Auton has landed within a rural area in Maine, still in a state of slumber. Federal authorities have expressed deep concern about Auton as he is said to be capable of ending reality itself once awakened. It was also confirmed that Auton only wakes up if the collective trauma of humankind exceeds its limit. In addition, the creature's intentions were revealed to be to prevent the legendary being from awakening whatever it takes. Even then, officials are racing to find a way to ensure no future suffering occurs without destruction or damage. This whole situation is truly bewildering. Our only hope is that nobody tries to do anything to cause suffering and trauma. But humanity can only do so much. At this rate, I'd personally suggest that if you have a god, then start praying, because things might very well go south real quickly here.
We interrupt your regular programming. This is a national emergency. Important details will follow. This is an emergency action notification. All cable and radio stations have interrupted regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, all cable and radio stations will provide news and information for their assigned areas. This is WABI-5. We will continue to serve the Bangor, Maine area. If you are not in this area, tune to a stations providing news and information for your area. Do not use the telephone, as telephone lines must be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated. The following message has been transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the Department of Homeland Security and the United States government. This is not a test. Repeating, this is not a test. A national emergency has been declared due to the destruction that has been caused by various creatures across the country throughout the day. Recent reports indicate the creatures are still at large and continue to cause destruction. The descriptions of the creatures vary, such as a tall humanoid creature with antlers on its head, a giant worm with many sharp rows of teeth, a creature resembling the rotting corpse of a Tyrannosaurus rex, and a huge entity made out of clouds. It has been confirmed that these creatures are trying to prevent the awakening of the legendary being, Auton Orva, who is currently slumbering within a rural area in Maine. In order to do so, the creatures have attacked various citizens, destroyed buildings and vehicles, and have been seen roaming the streets waiting for their next target. In addition, federal authorities continue to monitor the situation regarding Auton. In a concerning development, Auton has begun to show early, yet small signs of waking up, but still remains asleep. Residents are urged to shelter in place. Make sure you have at least 14 days worth of essential supplies such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a first aid kit, toiletries, a cell phone, a phone charger and a battery-powered or hand-cranked radio. Do not approach any of the creatures as they are considered hostile. Stay tuned for further information regarding this situation.
Alright. So this is my third audio recording so far. It's me, Killian, again, and I just have to say, we're in quite the moral dilemma. There's no other way to say it. Either we let the suffering of humankind carry on until the legendary being awakens, or we let these creatures do whatever it takes. Either way, destruction will be involved. If I were to have a say, then I'd say we let the monsters, the creatures, do whatever it takes. Sure, it might be destructive, but I would much rather have destruction and stay alive than to have destruction and, well, be dead. I'm sorry, but the creature's alright, you know. We have to do what needs to be done. And sure, as people say that suffering builds characters, yada yada, I don't believe in that. Suffering does not build character. It builds monsters. And that's why we gotta let these creatures do what needs to be done.
Everything seems normal on my end. How is everything on yours?
Something odd's happening on my end. It looks like the sun is projecting something.
What do you mean the sun's projecting something? Let me look. Hold on. The sun is actually projecting some video of people harassing people at Monument Park. Oh no. I think they're trying to retaliate against the efforts being made to ensure Auton doesn't wake up. They're creating trauma and suffering out there.
Holy hell, the sun's projecting so many of these things. They're all happening across the whole country.
No. This isn't just random. This is clearly being orchestrated. Whether those bastards have a death wish or are trying to prove a point about misery being good for you. One thing is clear, things are going downhill. If this keeps up, then our whole reality will become Auton's stomping grounds. We have to inform the government now, before it's too late.
The following message has been transmitted at the request of the United States government. The United States government has been made aware of various incidents currently unfolding across the country. These incidents include people harassing others, vandalism, stealing, stalking, simple assaults, and public humiliation. This has resulted in the creatures present in the country to attack almost anyone in sight, and significant damage has been reported. Police are trying to handle the situation, but are struggling due to the amount of incidents taking place. It is being speculated that these incidents are connected and are being carried out as a form of retaliation. The government urges everyone to lock all of their doors and windows to prevent anyone who might be stalking them from entering. Do not participate in any criminal activities as you could be arrested. Stay tuned for further updates regarding the situation.
Get up so I can knock the softness out of you.
Are you stupid? It's punks like you that's going to get our planet destroyed.
I don't care. You're gonna learn how to be a man today.
That's enough. Leave him alone.
Why are you defending this loser old man? I'm trying to toughen him up.
That's not an excuse.
Do you understand what you're doing will only speed up Auton's awakening? Because you clearly do not. So let me educate you. Auton is a deity that exists in our world. And he will slowly end reality once he awakens. And he only wakes up is when the combined suffering of humankind exceeds its limit. So stop. Just stop.
Enough of your made-up fantasies. This is the real world. Now shut up before. What the hey, what's happening?
Oh my god, no. This can't be what I think it is.
I hate to have to say this, but it is exactly what you think it is. I'm afraid Auton is on the verge of waking up. This was exactly what I was worried about. This is it, everyone. Go home and be with your family while you still can.
Damn it all! No!
Wait. No. No, it's happening. Auton's awakening is happening. It's over. It's all over.
The following message has been transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the Department of Homeland Security, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, and the United States government. This is not a test. Repeating, this is not a test. Please pay close attention to this alert, as it contains information regarding an ongoing global crisis. Our world is coming to a cataclysmic end. The United States government has confirmed that the legendary being, Auton or Buck, has awakened within a rural area in the state of Maine, and has begun commencing a series of catastrophic, paranormal and supernatural attacks across the planet. Reports from Australia state that the oxygen has disappeared, making it impossible to breathe. Canada has been subjected to blood-freezing temperatures, and a acidic meteor storm is striking the entire continent of Asia. The continents of Africa and Europe are being attacked by hordes of demons, zombies and werewolves. South America has been flooded by literal blood. Mexico is experiencing temperatures hot enough to melt stone, and the United States is being subjected to tentacles rising from the ground, as well as people suddenly exploding or vanishing. All of these events combined have already claimed the lives of 1.5 billion people. The United States government has sadly confirmed that there is no way to stop Auton Orban, and all life on Earth will perish in the next 3 hours. Residents of the United States along with the rest of the world are being asked to gather all of their loved ones and prepare for the end. Do whatever makes you happy. Tell your children about this event. If you choose to, a verse from the Bible has been selected to be read on the air. John 14:27. Jesus promises his disciples a special kind of peace that differs from the world's, urging them not to let their hearts be troubled or afraid. We will now play the national anthem for one final time. Thank you for being part of this great country. God bless America.